It's time to review Jacob Marley. Hey guys, me host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. This is the Figura Obscura Ghost of Jacob Marley. This figure looks amazing. I am so happy to have this, and it's perfect for this time of year. The Ghost of Jacob Marley from A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. He's the first ghost that visits Ebenezer Scrooge on the night that changes Ebenezer's life. This is a great looking figure as well, and it's so cram-packed full of details. So let's jump in. The box in the first instance, by the way, is amazing with the ghosts there on the London backdrop. And then on the back there is a great write-up, which is it's a section of the actual story of the book. Why do the dead walk the earth, and why do they visit me? If you've seen the Patrick Stewart Christmas Carol story, that follows the book quite well. So it's definitely worth picking up. This figure is amazing as well, and it tells the story on the back of the moment Ebenezer's ghost meets his old partner Jacob Marley. Now the box opens up to give you an awesome diorama piece. The diorama piece is, of course, the scene from the bedroom with Ebenezer cowering in his chair. Very cool. So I'll put that up. I kind of already got my usual backdrop up, but I'll put this one up as well, just so we have it. And then here is the figure itself. Again, that box artwork continuing all the way through, and look at the artwork. It is so beautiful. And the figure itself looks awesome. Let's bust him out of this box and set Jacob Marley's ghost free for Christmas. So happy to have this in my collection. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever thought we would actually get a Christmas Carol action figure. And obviously with Mask of the Red Death, that being death, and the Father Christmas one they made in the green, technically being the Ghost of Christmas Present, we're actually nearly halfway there to having all the Ghosts of Christmas, thanks to Figura Obscura, which is quite cool. Okay. Oh, and then the inlay of the box as well even says Scrooge and Marley on it. It's the sign from the shop, the counting house. Oh, beautiful work, beautiful. I like when a company like Figura Obscura take that much detailing that, oh my god, take so much detailing that they're like, there's so much to look at. It's amazing, and all the artwork is just immaculate. This figure was only like, it worked out at like 80 pounds, something like that, which is definitely worth it. Here are all the keys. We've got like loads of silver keys, which is kind of cool. And they're for the locks and things that are included with all the accessory pieces. So we've got all the chains and things that he's, the chains that he made link by link in his mortal coil, I think was the line or something. So these are all the things that are weighing him down in the afterlife. All the clauses and chains and things he made in life are the things that are going to haunt him in death. Kinda harrowing. Basically saying you should treat your fellow man right, basically. Ebenezer Scrooge and his partner were stubborn businessmen that lent money and wouldn't think twice about kicking people out and things, especially at Christmas. Are there no poorhouses? There are poorhouses, but some would rather die than go there. Then they should. So increase the surplus population. As you can tell, I'm a massive fan of Christmas Carol. It's one of my favourite stories. It holds a special place in my heart. My granddad gave me the book when I was a kid. He used to collect these books. It came in like a magazine. They came in like a collection, like a magazine. Every month you got like a classic book. And he had all these like leather-bound green, red books when I was growing up. And each of them were like all classic stories. So like Christmas Carol, all the Charles Dickens books, Treasure Island, like all the classics were included in his collection. And over the years as a kid, I would go through that. I would go through and read them. So I read all of the classic stories before I was like a teenager. It was kind of cool. So this is I'm just undone the harness. Now the harness is full of chains and things to that are keeping him, that are gonna weigh him down and stuff, which is kind of harrowing. I can't even show this off on camera properly, so I'll do that on the desk cam, I think. But yeah, all these, I assumed all these chains were going to be separate and stuff, but it's not. They're all linked, and oh my god. Wow. That's crazy. That one slots in there. Right, you guys can't even see what I'm doing right now. Okay, I've sorted the harnesses out. Do all these little things open? I think so. Oh, they do! They do, and there's things inside of them! Oh my god. Right, we'll do that on the desk cam so you guys can see what I'm doing. Because there are things inside them. Right, cool. Okay, moving on. Figure. We'll go back to the chains and stuff in a moment. So I'm going to get the figure out. So there's the spare head with the jaw gaped open. If you've ever seen Christmas Carol, you know that there's a scene where Jacob Marley undoes. He's got a big bandage around his head, and when he undoes that, if you've seen the film or read the book, you know that his jaw falls open because he's a corpse. So his jaw just drops open. And that's what they've tried to recreate there. And then there's an abundance of hands as well. All different poses and things you can do with him, which is great. Right, I'm thinking now it's time to go to the desk cam. I've got the figure out. Whew. Took a lot, but we've done it. I want you guys to see everything that I'm doing here. So let's jump on down to the desk cam where you guys can get an up-close personal look at this awesome figure. We're 7 minutes in and we've not even got to the full figure review. Okie dokie guys, here is the awesome looking figure out of the packaging. Absolutely stunning figure. I was having a little play around with it. Mine's got a little scuff issue, which is a bit of a pain. Here, there's a little bit of paint flaking going on. Happened when I did that. I just moved his arm up, moved it down, and I had a big white line. I think it's just excess plastic that just needs flaking off, I think. It doesn't look that way, to be fair. It seems to peel off. When I move it around my finger, it's moving around. So I think it is just excess plastic, but I can easily put a bit of darker blue on there to fix that, match up the thing. But to be fair, once I've got the chains and things on, you're probably not even going to notice it. But it is a little bit of a pain. The figure itself, though, it's beautifully done. I love the fact they've used ghost feet on it. That's very cool. So they've got a completely see-through bottom, and then slowly works up to the sort of translucent blue. The arms as well lift out at the side hinge here. This figure's very stiff, so I'm going to be very careful moving it around. And then you can move his arm up and stuff like that. I'm not going to play around with it too much, but yeah, you get the gist. There's rotation there at the bicep, and there's also a little hinge at the elbow joint, and the hands are on little hinge joints. All these pieces are removable. When you take his hands off, you can probably remove this, and then the coat will come off. I'm not sure how we're going to get the chains on. I might have a quick look online. It seems a bit fiddly. Now, I'm loving this face sculpt, but we can pull this head off quite easily. Just a ball peg underneath, and slot on the second head, which is the more disfigured head, which is kind of cool. Now, he comes automatically with 2 grab hands, but he does come with a bunch of cool hands. So we've got some more hands over here, including ones that are a bit more obscure looking. I'm gonna put some of these on, I think, because he's not got any weapons or anything to really hold. So I kind of don't feel like he needs the grab hands. I would rather go for some action hands that I can play around with, I think. There's no pointing finger. I wish there was a pointing finger. Make him point at people. Yes, I'm going to go with that hand and that hand, I think. So let me just swap out the hands. So in the end, I've actually opted for going with both of the grab hands, the sort of open palm hands. So I think that's going to be more effective looking for the idea of what we're going to do with him, especially with all the chains and things on. And I'm going to have him on I'm tempted to have him on a display stand, so he's floating. And I kind of want him in a really weird pose while he's floating in the air. Change your ways, Ebenezer. So again, very cool. But let's take a look at these chains. Okay, so he came with obviously a bag of keys, which is cool. These all slot onto the to the chains. Look, there's already a bunch of them on the chains. There's already a bunch of keys already kind of through. Now this is the harness that he sits in, or you can put him in. And each one has different padlocks and chains, and then you've got the books, which is very cool. So let's have a look at the first book. There's no way of undoing these or anything. There's no way of opening it, I don't think. Doesn't seem that way. No, it's just sealed shut. Okay. So this is just a solid book. So let's move that to the side. Then we've got another book here as well. It would have been cool if one of these said Christmas Carol on it. Is that open or anything? Nope. Okay, so the books are static. Okay, then we've got this one. That does pop off, so you can actually put things in that, which is kind of cool. So there are things in there. You can put things in there. So that is a fully working little case. Same with this one, I think. This is one I played with earlier. Yeah, so that again opens up. So you can put things in there if you wanted. This lockbox, yeah, again opens up. But what I found interesting was you got the safe as well. And the safe has a big handle on the side and a big heavy-duty chain on it. But when I opened the front, I was like, does this open? And it does. And there's a little baggie in there. So we've got another thing in here. So I put that to one side. What is this? Got like another head or something. It is a head as well. You can put it's got a ball bag. Wow. It's like is it a Skull's Bridle, I want to call it. Like it's one of them like old school helmets with the locks on it. It's like the man in the Iron Mask kind of thing. Oh, is that a hint at the next figure? Could that be a hint of the next figure release? I don't know. But yeah, the man in the Iron Mask. If it is the man in the Iron Mask, that'd be awesome. Because obviously they're all like literary characters. So that would be cool if it was. But either way, that's a cool, and it's a head sculpt. See, there is a thing in there, look. So I can actually, if I take Ebenezer's head off, it probably will fit on Ebenezer's head. Yes, it does. So you can put that head on Ebenezer. Very cool. I'm not sure what the need of this is. I'm not sure if this is an Easter egg. I don't remember that being in the story of Christmas Carol. So, Four Horsemen have included that for a reason, and I don't know why. But, could it be the man in the Iron Mask as a hint of the next Figura Obscura? That could be cool. But, and then the only other thing that came with this figure was the knockers. Sorry, I made myself laugh calling it that. I'm such a child. So basically, there's the regular one, which it looks like Jacob Marley's face, because obviously that's what Scrooge sees when the door opens. Then you can actually use it as a knocker as well, and then it changes into the, and then it looks back and it's that one again. So very cool. Overall, guys, this is an amazing action figure with such details to it. That is so cool. Guys, what are your thoughts on this figure? Is it one that you want in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. I now need to go and find a place for Ebenezer to stay in my collection. I haven't put the chains on him. I need to put the chains on him. What am I doing? We're not finished yet. Actually, we're going to do that in another video another day. I've just tried to do it. It is so fiddly. I will work it out, and I'll probably do a follow-up video in a day or two when I've got him on display and show you how I did it. But I actually like the figure with that. I like the figure like this, but I don't know. Those chains are awesome. I'll have a think. Guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Super Sorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll see you real soon. Keep it festive. Bye!